about Carnival. One thing I love about Trinbago is that family value. Yeah, the numbers are not the biggest, but one thing I can guarantee: as a family band, hell yeah,
and his son has picked up the torch with Inspiration Arts.
Listen,
his son has picked
as
up
much
the
as we
torch.
push back against them because we want them to grow. Yeah. And I gotta be honest, right? If I could do what I'm doing right here and right now with you, Abir, I would have. If Noel said to me tomorrow or at that time, Darren, come, let's go, because they've got the right concept. We have to hit the kids, because if we have the kids, that generation,
you have the next generation.
you got, and I love what they're doing, but I just want them to grow. They're not. It's frustrating at times.
It's the same process. It's the same process.
But yes,
so I
totally agree with the kids.
I'll put a question out to you guys. Very simple question. How many kids do you think play in costume on a Sunday?
Minimum.
It's less than 1,000 children in costume on a Sunday. Not saying that the pool is massive, you know, because in comparison, if you say it's 10 or 15,000 people in costume on the Monday now, not Darren, you know now, but us as Trinidadians, you know a big band in Trinidad has 10,000 people, 12,000.
Yeah, but we're looking at the 60 years. Your recollection, what you could remember, and like what you said, were the numbers greater than it is now where kids are concerned?
Okay, and I'm going to tell you something about Carnival. Carnival was driven by West Indian presence. West Indian presence is done in this country.
Okay.
West Indians ain't coming here for studies no more because it's too expensive.
Yeah.
They go to other places. This is a 20-year straight up Caribbean people ain't coming here as often as they used to in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s. They're not. This is not an option anymore. It's not a quick option. So you have less people interested. What you have is people living here, generation 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Of who came here from Windrush in the 70s and the 80s. Have there been a drive of new people coming here living new? And now with no visas now.
No,
with that price? No, don't say no visas. Don't say that. There's a visa, brother. We are not banned. Yeah. There is a visa, but it is.
And listen. A very close friend of mine was doing this whole thing, and man, the process is crazy, man. It's like, nah, forget it. Because at the end of the process is money. So there you go. No people not coming here, and that's people who want to travel here too.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you something. We had down in our numbers because a large number of people travel to these carnivals and
to the carnival, and they can't
come anymore.
But listen, we're talking about people traveling here. Here, you know, we've got, like you said earlier, 2.5 million people coming to Notting Hill Carnival already. Not just from outside. These are white European people coming to our festival who want to talk about the Barbados, the Trinidads. They enjoy going to these places. So we're bringing that experience to them.
To them here in Europe.
So we need to sell to them. We need to start looking at them and their kids.
Yeah.
You know, again, last year there was an opportunity when JP gave me 5 passes. Remember that situation? Just out of curiosity, give me 5 passes. I'm walking up the road and I see my friend with his white girlfriend, his grandkids. I said, listen, hold these, come. You come on the band. You know what his kids into it? Oh yeah, all he wants to do is come carnival. Granddad, when is carnival?
They wanna go.
So that tells me we just need to sell correctly to the Europeans correctly.
Listen,
encourage them.
What we have there in Notting Hill
is something special.
I'll use the broader term for everybody because this podcast I want to go out to the world, right? This is the largest street festival in all of Europe, you know. In all of Europe, nobody can name another street festival as large as this. With the multiculturalism, because as JP said, because it comes out of London, the amount of people from different backgrounds, and I think we have to not gatekeep.
Yeah, totally agree.
And what I mean by that is, we have to get the wider audience involved because we are in England, we're in Europe, and if you look at it, we fish from a pool of about 10 to 15,000 people to play Masq over here every year, right? But there's another 2-point-something million people walking around, drinking, going by the food stalls, all these kind of things. Why are they not involved? If you're from Germany or Japan or Australia and you go on the internet, the thing that has all the information in the world, right?
Yeah.
And you say, how do I play Carnival? Because they might not know the word Masq. How do I play Carnival in Notting Hill? I dare anybody watching this, type it into Google. Not one Masq band comes up. Right? It says Notting Hill is a free street festival that you can attend for free. There's no information to point in them directly towards it. Do the same thing for Antigua or Barbados or Jamaica. A set of bands come up.
Okay.
You understand?
I understand.
So they don't know how to get involved.
So the question would be, you think based on the conversation that we have here and what your information on either side has given, you think in the last 6 years, have we gone backward or have we...
No, we've definitely gone forwards. The reason you're probably using the backwards is because it's moving at a snail's pace.
Okay.
And listen. And if I'm getting this wrong, all of you will correct me. Okay. Whoever's the head of the carnival committee is Matthew or whatever it is. It's a tremendous job to go up against all the blockades that are in place and the stereotypes that are in place. It is people who say, boy, they not doing the right thing. Listen, it's
challenging.
It's very challenging, and we have to understand that. But it has been moving at a snail's pace.
Because I want to say challenging because I know for a number of years the people within the footprint of Carnival have been pushing back, and with that it would have created a lot of restriction, because where we had on JP probably would know we could have left from anywhere like we were back in the Caribbean, and we could play with music and we could play till whatever time. Nevertheless, as you say, Matthew and the Carnival Committee has a job to do, and they're doing it. So far, they're doing it well. The question I want to get to here is Masq By Natrium, Abir Mas. How that happened?
How did it come about?
How it happened? That collaboration, because there is a collaboration that is brewing. I can't put my phone on and not see a Nancy and all of this thing happening. It come to a point like I want to take off my Google and take off my. If I go on TikTok, it's there. If I go on Instagram, I go on Facebook. It's everywhere. How did that collaboration between these two?
My sister came up with this great idea.
For you to bring a band?
No, there's an opportunity. Bruv, my little sister, like I've been there's an opportunity. I've got another guy, his name is Andrew. There's an opportunity for us to run a band on a Monday. Do you want to do it? Yeah, come on then, let's go.
But Darren, and then Darren, this is not a barbecue, a family barbecue. This is a Masq band on the road.
And thank you, JP, because like I said, I was running 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I looked at it quite simply. Yep, get costumes, sell them. That's fine. That's all I got to do. Get costumes, sell them. Listen.
Who told you that?
Nobody told me nothing. JP is the one who told me.
So where you get that thought process from? What did you see?
Listen, like I say, I turn up to help a friend.
Yeah.
Every year. 3 weeks before, we turn up, we help put speakers on, we'll get involved, we'll do what we got to do.
Every year.
That's my help. Every year without fail. Even now, even down to last year, I did before I did, I still go and do it. And this year I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
But that was all I saw of it. Yeah, turn up, sell costume. So, yeah, come on, honey, yeah, we do that. Yeah. And then I looked at Andrew. Andrew said, "Dan, you need serious faith." I said, "Nah, don't worry, man, we'll do that. Don't worry." Yes, I had a little bit of change in the bank. Yes, I've been working very hard for a couple of years, and the opportunity comes, and when the reality get kicked in, I had to put handbrake on. And actually, Andrew said to me, "Darren, the only way we can do, we have to find a designer, get a product we can bring out to the market." And then the idea was like, I can't just bring any product, diamond or blue, I need to have structure. Let's tell a story. Let's be storytellers. Let's go into schools. Actually this opportunity. Let's seize it and do something correct, and actually tell a story. And that's where it started.
So what is that niche little thread that put JP and yourself together?
JP had obviously spoke to Andrew. Andrew spoke to my sister. My sister come to me, and I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And that's where it started.
No. Let me tell you from an outside looking in. What happened was...
Jonathan normally tells the truth, eh?
What happened is he wanted to be the Daily Planet and shout this from the rooftops.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get everything done. He wanted to be Tesla. He wanted to be Google. He wanted to be Apple. He wanted to be the biggest of the big. JP didn't put the brakes on. What JP did...
Let's go for the ride.
No. What JP did is say, I will educate you. I will give you the knowledge transfer. Because what did we start this whole conversation with? Where do you find information? You have to know somebody. It's not detailed out there, just like 2007. And he said, I will give you the information. I will give you the roadmap. The roadmap, even though you have it, cannot be conducted in 2 months or 6 months or a year. The roadmap, because of the blockades of stuff, have to be done in stages.
So wait, saying that, so you're telling me it works in stages once you find that person. Hence the reason we were bombarded on the internet with this sneak preview of something is going to happen with these individuals.
Look, most
So this has been going on from since Trinidad Carnival.
Most mass bands come out from another mass band. The biggest mass band in Trinidad history, Poison, right?
Yeah.
Poison birthed how many bands? 5, 6 bands? Bliss, Tribe, Hearts. Oh, you understand? And it's the same thing that's happening here. It's the same thing that's happening here.
So that is the blueprint you're basically using.
Trinidad Carnival.
Yeah.
Just remember a month before the thing, I said, listen, Darren found an unbelievable designer.
Amen.
Unbelievable designer, right? When we say the education, right? I called JP. JP was in Trinidad. I said, JP, I have an idea. We want to maybe do the photo shoot in Trinidad. Right? First thing I said to him, I want to use the outside beauty. JP said, listen, that's a great idea, but we need studio as well.
Yeah.
JP, I'm not there. This is the availability. You know what JP tell me? I go deal with it.
Leave it to me. I will deal with it.
That's the way you tell me?
Yeah.
I go deal with it. I put together talking to everybody. I introduced them to JP. Yourself was there. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. And JP pulled it together.
Yeah, but I was there in the capacity of straight talk, trying to understand what was going on. Because remember, a lot of this that was taking place, I wasn't really privy, you know.
No, but JP was giving us all the information before, and we were doing bits and bobs. JP dived in and did this. He grabbed it with both hands.
And is it because it's something that you love doing? Why you... Because anybody being in Trinidad Carnival time certainly don't want to be dealing with a photo shoot.
Well, I mean, okay, so after I assisted in showing the blueprint to my mass colleagues,
Yeah.
and he said, okay, let's reset that plan. And we set up a proper flow, right?
Yeah.
And even up to today, I continuously give them faith that.
And don't be wrong, I do mess up, and you'll call. Oh, Darren, don't do that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Darren, don't do that. Don't do that.
Because
Don't do that.
there are many facets of where my experience comes from. I worked with Minshall in the Carnival company. You know, I've been involved in carnival and entertainment for over 26 years. I've been involved, so I have little nuggets, and they call them nuggets. It says get them nuggets.
No, 100%.
And so realizing that I'd be there and they have a shoot,
Yeah.
I've done many shoots.
Okay.
Not only as a graphic designer in advertising and marketing, but I've done stuff in the carnival. So that's why I said leave it to me. And you were there. You saw when I arrived, and you saw, you know when somebody on crap.
Yeah, you were giving Costa coffees. I
Listen,
them coffees saved.
It worked. It
Them
worked.
coffees had them girls smiling and all.
it
All
worked.
right. So at the end of the day, you do what you have to do. Skin in the game, they call it. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? And the collaboration, you asked what is the connecting force? Because we're culturally rooted.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that, anybody who's played in Abir
Yeah.
will know in the last 6 to 8 years, we've been teaching you stuff about carnival characters.
So would you say the collaboration now makes Abir complete? Because now you've come to, I mean, Darren is, based on what Darren is saying and what I've seen online, is an addition to what you were already doing, in the sense that you're basically primarily
It's-
looking
it's a
at
question
the,
for
at the
you.
Sunday. Does it
All right.
make the band complete
Okay,
now?
Let me just clear this up. I had a band before this. As in a mass band, my own mass band.
Right.
Frolic Nation Mass Band. And Frolic Nation Mass Band was about creating costume experiences for everybody.
Okay.
I had the bikini beads, I had mass costume and full like gala, clothes like rain, and then fun.
Yeah.
Because within the environment of all the creativity that we want to express and the cultural rooted stuff we want to inform the world with, we have financial realities.
Okay.
You have to make money to pay for it. Your business has to be structured, right? So I came out 2019. It was good. I was getting ready for 2020.
Okay. And that would have been.
And that was a very defining situation for Abir the machine and Frolic Nation the machine.
Yeah.
Came back in
I think for a lot of
2022.
bands anyway.
Yeah, came back in 2022 and jump out there hard. And they again, we good. We had a great launch. The launch was fantastic. People said, "Oh my God, that was the best launch we ever did." Right. And then a month later, Russia hit Ukraine.
the Ukraine
yeah.
thing, yeah.
Inflation. Disposable income within our diaspora. Go down.
Okay.
Costume sales, how they do. These are the realities that just had to deal with. And you
Okay.
have to build, and this is why building proper governance of business is important, because you have to be ready as a business, as a structure, to withstand volatile economic realities. And
In
what's
the
going
market.
on here, you feel none of us thinking about the straight right now. All are we thinking about the straight?
Straight, yeah.
If you're a mass band leader and you're not thinking about the straight, you're not tuning
You're
in.
not tuning. You're not tuning.
You're not tuning, right? Because that's a reality.
Yeah.
And
But-
you got to keep pushing forward.
But the question.
So
and-
where we are now, I'm coming back. So I did it 22. I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't have the ability to do it anymore. So I came out. The opportunity came to me, and I said no problem, because I believe in mass,
Okay.
and I believe in Masq because of the cultural rooted path they have decided to create, connecting children, educating them. Yeah, it's a nice path, and it will preserve the legacy of carnival arts.
Let me ask the question, and this is going to be a almost I put it. You know what? I ain't going to put it. I'm just going to ask it. Do you think we are celebrating 60 years this year? In your wildest imagination, do you think we could continue the way we're going, or we need to make drastic changes now?
So, we can't continue, but I'm saying that because where I was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, with regards to the structure of how things are done, it's totally different now. It's a little bit more structured. Listen, people might beat up Matthew and his team, but they're doing an okay job. I ain't roughing them. I just try to help with the mission. I mean, yeah, you always have things you want change and you want stuff done differently, and that's just the nature of things. Everything have politics and nuances. So you know, getting a pass used to be a hell.
Okay.
And it used to be a kind of, you're not sure if you're going to get a pass. And this is like 3 months before the carnival. Now we're in this sorted in November. So there have been changes, you know, there have been changes that have worked for us. But I think there's always improvement.
Okay.
You can always improve. Because I listen, I always say this when I'm asked anything about Notting Hill Carnival. We should have scholarships for Carnival that's being given out by Notting Hill Carnival by now.
Okay.
Full-fledged degree programs, education, sponsorships for people who want to get into Carnival arts.
And there should be workshops, because listening to you speak.
And they have them, man. They have workshops. People do stuff. But
not advertised enough.
But very small, because it's criteria, tick boxes and stuff for grants. I won't call it out.
Mm-hmm.
Tick a box, you get it back.
You take your box to get it
I
right.
should call you a right honorable gentleman, because you are so politically correct.
It has to be.
No, no, he has to be. I don't have to be.
Hey, listen, I
don't have to be.
Listen, I have to learn from that.
No. I don't have to be. You know why I don't have to be? Because who am I, JP? I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody.
Oh, listen, but don't even go there.
And no.
I can see something brewing here.
No. Listen. I have to take lead from JP. I have to learn from him, because I've watched certain behaviour. Remember, I come out screaming, yes? Certain people screamed, they're not on the road this year. So I have to give thanks and praises. I gotta give thanks and praises. So people say it's a game. No, it's a process you have to follow. You have to respect certain things. You have to do things in a certain manner. And I'm learning those certain manners, because I would like my own pass. I would like our band to be on Sundays. Let JP do his Sundays with his Dirty Mas in time to come. I would love to bring out my kids on a Sunday, just full-fledged band, kids.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's only 10 kids. I want kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, saying that, let me ask you, it's your first year in the sense as a band leader. Masq By Natrium. What could the public or someone who wants to play with the band expect? Because based on what I hear you being saying, my imagination is running wild. What they could actually expect. Both yourself and Jonathan.
Tell them the first thing.
Both you and Jonathan.
Tell them the first thing. The first thing is
60 years, remember, it's 60 years we celebrated.
So all the versions that people have, the first thing is what? Safety, right? The first thing is safety, right?
Listen, one thing I learned from Trinidad, and they say you should take the heat from. One thing I appreciate Trinidad for teaching me is this distraction team. One thing I've listened to my cousins, my nieces, how come they're always bombarding their band and they're in their band and I've been on this, but one thing is, I want to extract those people who are not meant to be on my band, safely and quickly.
Look, we had the blueprint last year. So last year I brought about 7 or 9 people to Abir last year. 5 of them had never played in a band. They'd been to Notting Hill. Walk around behind the barriers, whatever. Right? First, at least 3 of them told me, out of 5 told me. But there was no trouble. There was no trouble.
Because when they're expecting.
Yeah. But I've been to Nottingham every year. When I'm there and I'm walking around, there's trouble.
Get ready to start hit bands.
But most people don't understand. 99% of the trouble at Notting Hill happens outside of mass bands. Happens outside, but most people don't know this.
Okay.
So imagine you could educate people to tell them, you have security. 99% of the trouble happens outside, and you don't even see it or feel it.
Yeah.
And imagine you could communicate that effectively across.
But that's not communicated on the press, Jonathan, because there's always a situation where, this happened at Notting Hill, and it could happen in Peckham on the weekend at Carnival.
So you have to again have the right foundation, the right machinery, and knowing exactly what messaging you need to give and give it as a band, as a unit, because we're fighting. I was gonna call names, but We fight in the daily presses. You know, we fight in the media. We fight in.
But that's the point. When we advertise this information, we're only advertising
Well,
it to our people.
Well,
GP.
I have been critical of Notting Hill Carnival, and coming up on this 6th anniversary, I will make it very clear, because this is straight talk in collaboration with Abir Mas and Masq By Natrium. I'm saying it, and I hold responsibility. It is not the views of you, the three other gentlemen here. Carnival has not chart their own course as far as the narrative of Carnival is concerned. They have not put any media in place. They haven't put up a 28 days license to promote and put out the information for Carnival. They have not put up visual online like a small television on YouTube, and they have a website. They're not doing it. So the people has to listen to the conventional media and the narrative that they are pushing. And it's time that Notting Hill Carnival come to the point where they are their own voices for what is taking place in Carnival.
So I'm gonna just stick a pin.
They've actually,
right? Okay, understand this, right?
yeah, actually started to do it.
Understand this. When you don't control something, you can't control citizens.
You're speaking in parables, and let me
So-
clarify. You're saying basically that Notting Hill Carnival do not control their own narrative. It's controlled either by the Arts Council or the
It is not. It is not. What I'm saying is, who allows Notting Hill Carnival to be produced in Notting Hill?
yeah, but which is the
GL,
yeah,
Mayor,
the councils, yeah.
At a certain extent, the Met.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, we don't have control as autonomous control. So we have to work within certain spaces.
Well,
I
listen.
disagree.
I'm not saying.
I
I'm saying.
disagree.
Listen.
We can agree to disagree.
You said politically correct. You can't shout everything you need to shout, or else you get shut down.
The most.
All right. And you want to carry on Notting Hill Carnival. Listen. People have asked me to come on the board and sit down. And I don't have the time for the circle. This is a circle.
Listen.
But
food
JP,
for
Jonathan,
thought.
stick up in. JP, what I'm saying is that Notting Hill Carnival should have a radio station that is on for the period of Carnival, promoting what's taking place at Carnival,
Right.
educating John public.
Listen, we're in 2026.
Yeah.
There are people outside there, and I apologize if I get this wrong. One shot of pepper sauce, this, that, and the other, that are putting out the modern day radio stations known as podcasts, right? And talking about these things. And they're not getting the traction or views because it's not publicized. Do you know Notting Hill, the most publicized viewing of Notting Hill in history? In history. Was during COVID when they put it on BBC and they had the people going across the green screens.
Yeah.
2020 or 2021
21, I think.
when they put it on BBC and they had whoever presenting it, apologies if I don't remember your names,
That was Martin.
presenting it. It was the most viewed and publicized Notting Hill in history. When have you ever seen a documentary, a coverage, a live coverage for 1 hour, a 1 hour special of
On
Notting Hill
mainstream.
Carnival on mainstream? Even if it is on BBC iPlayer.
Great question.
But it was done because there was no carnival. It is known as a fundamental time in British timeline. August, the last bank holiday, the Sunday and Monday, is the largest street festival in Europe. So BBC said, we are going to mark that. We're going to mark that. So they did that.
Bring me back to you, JP. JP, what could the people expect from you this year? What's your team? What are you doing? Because now we know you have Masq covered with Masq By Natrium on the Sunday.
So on the Sunday we celebrating
The 6 years.
So it's called celebration time. It's the mass and it's fun, right? But every year we have tried to educate, and there's a portion of our campaign that will be coming up in the next few months.
Next few months? Carnival is next week, you know.
No, it's all about timing because you want people to absorb.
Yeah.
There's a lot of noise out there.
Yeah.
5 seconds. And now it's 3 seconds.
Mm.
So you had to time stuff. Timing is very important.
Timing is
that-
everything.
So people enjoy and actually grasp it. So we're gonna be doing celebrating the pioneers. It's not necessarily the pioneers that you may have known
Yeah.
or hear about. It's other people like Lawrence Noel.
Yeah.
And you know what's the funny thing about Lawrence Noel? He held me as a baby in his arms, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom and all of them was tight before I left and went. So I didn't even know that.
There's unsung heroes. Everyone in Carnival could probably sing a name of a hero.
Did not even know this.
If I say Tiger at this table, everyone knows who I'm talking about.
I was at a pageant show, and this woman, it was just shortly after I came in. I don't know this woman from nothing. I don't know how this woman recognized me, but it was his wife.
And you know, I'm her adopted son.
Well, tell her you know Jean. She laughed.
How do people find Masq By Natrium?
Go online.
Both yourself and Jonathan. Instagram, what's it?
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're on every social.
So listen. Masq By Natrium, and we've probably never used these words, is birthed out of Abir, right? You'll see signs pointing there via Abir eventually, right? You can find us by typing in Masq By Natrium onto Google. You can type it in on Instagram. You can type it in on TikTok. And it will come up and it will showcase our costumes. It will showcase some of the background behind of our costumes. Because, listen, we've all seen beautiful women in lovely costumes. That's called Celestial or Diamond or whatever. I'm not calling out a particular band. Right? All bands do it. But then, when you ask, what is the story behind this costume? What is the story behind it? We started by saying there was a whole 5-minute introduction to those individuals and those king and queens. You remember? And you used to have to sit down and listen. Okay, so that came out from yes.
So it's the educational
the
aspect.
Education. The story walks like this, hand in hand. Whether the costume is like this, or whether the costume is a full costume. Because there's people doing traditional full covered costumes, you know. Michael does it every year.
I want to challenge you right there before we wrap up. One of the complaints or the pet peeves of masqueraders, especially the full-bodied women and the mature women, is that Masq has taken a part where women are now seen as objects and they're not fully clothed.
Okay.
Have you all addressed that this year?
100%. There's one thing I make sure I do, that we're able to cover for anybody, anytime, any place, anyhow. So in every section, there's something for everybody. A cover-up, a medium, or if you want to be revealing, skimpy. That's your choice.
So you're saying the original costume that you have that has been displayed? Because I've seen
so
this.
You know what it is?
3 pieces.
That is the first picture we put up.
Oh, so there's more
But
pictures to
if you
come.
scroll across, you will see the midline, you will see the back line, where
You see a full
it
coverage.
has the full coverage.
Full coverage, a medium coverage. There's enough for the fluffy girls, as I would say.
My
Excuse
wife
my
not
expression.
wearing no dental floss, you know. My wife not wearing, and I'm not telling her she not wearing no dental. She chooses.
She chooses not to wear it.
And she has played Masq many a time in many bands in Trinidad.
JP, how could I come to Notting Hill, play dirty Masq, get paint, get powder, and make my way back home in my brand new electric car with leather seats? How? Because that's what people is going to be saying. They don't mind coming and have a bit of fun, but if I'm going to be in a mess, what happens?
Most of our revelers, they use public transport.
Yes, Transport for London cleans their seats.
You know what's the beauty? I've seen videos. It's not Hill Carnival, so everybody messy in the underground. It's part of it. It's part of the fun.
And by the way, you
It's
shouldn't be
the
turning up
before.
in your car.
It's the before and it's the
Okay.
after. It's the before and the after. No, public transport.
So you're encouraging people to use public
Public
transport?
transport, no.
No,
You can't be touching.
TFL,
If you're thinking about driving,
TFL,
you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong party.
Yeah.
No. I understand something. JP's a red man, and he offers premium all inclusive. I learned that last year. When I say premium, like a waterfall, but it is monitored.
Okay.
He offers premium all inclusive alcohol, not come and get a rum punch.
Okay.
He has a selection. And I can't speak for other bands. I've played in 1 or 2 other bands, and you just get a rum punch, or they might have some rum, and you pay the same money. But when my wife said, "The man have vodka," my wife like vodka and cranberry juice, right, with some ice. She said, "In England, forget Trinidad, forget Barbados, forget Antigua, Jamaica, whatever." Said, "Yeah, but yes, I'll take." So there's no driving, travel.
Yeah, there's no driving.
No.
Okay. So where people are going to find Abir Mas? Where they find-
abirmas.com.
Oh, so there's
Simple.
a website,
abirmas.com.
mas.com,
And we on
Same
all
thing on
social
Instagram.
medias as well?
we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we have Facebook, but you know, we moving with the times.
Yeah, all right. So the TikTok, the Instagram. What would you like to see 60 years if we sit down and have this conversation 60 years from now? What you would like to see?
Wasn't that magical?
Oh, trust me.
Boom.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what we say. Wasn't that magical?
Yeah.
Memories created and cherished.
Memories created
And a
and cherished.
legacy,
Emotion.
there you go.
Emotion.
And what you see taking place in the space right now, because you alluded to the Strait of Hormuz and the fact that the petrol prices extremely
It's not even
high.
petrol prices.
I
Trying
mean,
to get
food
product.
Get products.
and
Product,
goods.
yeah.
Yes,
What
yes,
are you seeing in that space now?
Well,
Because from your experience as a band
mean,
leader,
I mean, because you're shipping stuff out of various locations, primarily China, of course. Your 6 weeks need to be 10 weeks.
Oh,
That's all
yeah.
it is.
Thank you for that.
Your
Okay.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
So people don't do it early, and they work on the
Yeah.
same timelines as before, and this
And you
carries
see,
on.
this is the tricky part about carnival and costumes. Yeah, we could make costumes. Yeah, I've done it. I've
Yeah.
had a little mask here. I've done stuff. I do stuff in China because it's an economy too. Remember, I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a financial reality.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's an efficiency that is second to none. Trust me. And they make things. Getting it here, and that's why you have to be mindful of what's going on in the world, because I remember when they had acid getting thrown on people in London.
Yeah.
Remember they had the riots in London after this foolishness with the
And they're talking about
university
nail bombs
students
and all
stuff.
this
And
kind of thing, yeah.
those 2 incidents happened in 2 different years, but they were literally a month or 2 before Nottingham Carnival. Can you imagine the situation you had to be going through, knowing that you have a paint and powder man throwing paint, water paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about that reality.
The stigma
and
attached.
that was a reality that we had to as a team.
Had to.
So every year there's something. Every year. Which I guess maybe adds to the whole excitement of
Gentlemen, let me take this opportunity and say thanks for your time, and I
I've been
wish
enjoying
you
it. Yeah.
all the best of luck, and I know you're going to need more than luck. Luck is only a
Blessing.
part and parcel of it, and may this relationship grow and grow and grow in whatever capacity, because although I know you have a collaboration, Darren has a passion to want to put out a kids band, which will incorporate the Sunday somewhat, but the relationship will not change because the relationship needs to be stronger. It doesn't matter whether one has its own independent entity, but you can still work together to say, you know what, we are a family and we going down the road together, irrespective.
Have you forgot a band? Can you see a band out there who can offer a kids opportunity on a Sunday as well as a paint and barrel?
Well, this is what I'm thinking.
Can you see a band out there who can offer that?
Well, I don't know if it exists. If it exists, I'm not
One
aware.
doesn't exist in Notting Hill as yet.
And it's just born now. Because if we have our Sundays, we're still able to sell our paint and powder. So there's something for everybody. That's the whole point.
Any final word, JP?
I think that Notting Hill Carnival is an absolutely wonderful blessing, and anybody who gets involved will be truly fulfilled.
Jonathan. Awesome.
I'm a nobody, so I'm just offering prayers, love and light to everybody.
For me, I'm going to join my nobody brother. I'd say thank you, JP, for the lesson that you have taught us. To this day, I've got to give thanks for the reasons being, like I said earlier, I've watched bands not get their pass for the things that I was doing in the first place.
I have one thing. Make sure everybody understands Notting Hill is a Caribbean celebration and stop holding on to each individual island like you've never been back home. Whether it's Grenada, Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, it doesn't matter. We're all one people over here to the rest of them.
60 years of Barbados independent, you know.
Oh, you're celebrating 60?
All right, then. 2 roads, 1 celebration. Masq By Natrium.
As we're talking Caribbean beauty and Caribbean independence, do remember August 31st.
Is Trinidad.
Masq innovative debut.
Yes, buddy.
Will be on the independence of Trinidad and Tobago.
As well. So, 3 celebrations, 1 road, 1 mask.
2 days.
It's very simple. All nations under
64
one
years?
under
65
one
years?
flag.
One flag.
Jonathan, all nations under one flag, which is Abir Mas and Masq By Natrium.
They sound like the Commonwealth.
Oh, I was just about to say, see you.
Thank you again.
No, thank you very
JP.
much. No, JP,
Thank you very much.
Definitely. 2020.
Always.